Hello and welcome to the Sunday live stream. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to talk about guitar and take any questions and talk about some of the recent things I've been doing here on the channel and all that. So join me and hang out. I'm going to have a cup of coffee here. Warm up the fingers. Okay. All right, everybody. So I am streaming on mobile or vertical and desktop horizontal. I don't know if you're familiar with all that, but so the vertical works out pretty well for the mobile live stream and videos. So I'll mention some recent news. Lost one of our great jazz guitarists, Russell Malone. So I don't know a whole lot about it. It's like he was in Tokyo, Japan. I'm just reading this on the Wikipedia. So if you get a chance, check out some of his playing. He was fairly young, 60 years old. So a few things to check out on the channel. I put out quite a few shorts this week. I talked a little bit about this voicing and how how you can move it up by 3 frets. So a lot like a diminished. I think most folks are aware of this, but yeah, if there's a little bit of a hissing sound, I apologize. Didn't notice that, and that seems to creep in a little bit from time to time. I'm not sure exactly what that's about, but I apologize. Oh, he had a heart attack. Okay. Great player, yes, absolutely. Rest in peace. So we have this diminished chord, right? And so, of course, we can move that around. Because, interesting thing, because all of the inversions of a diminished chord, and I'm thinking about G7 here, all of the inversions of G, or the G7 flat 9, all these inversions are the same shape. So kind of an interesting phenomenon between diminished seventh, which is 4-note kind of thing, and also augmented triads have a similar thing, although yeah, you're going 4 frets or a major third away, so they're what you might call it like symmetrical. So you can take a chord like this. So we're thinking G dominant 7th with a flat 9, and just kind of change it up, So put the 13 in there, and then since this is not symmetrical, then move it up, and then you get these different, more of a variety of chords and extensions and chord tones and things. So that's kind of an interesting thing. On the flip side of that, if you will, you could take this, let's say we're still thinking G7, maybe take this lower. Yeah, Larry Carlton, another great guitarist. Take the 5th of the B, or of the G7 flat 9, lower it, and we get flat 9 and a sharp 11, and that's kind of your tritone phenomenon there, excuse me. And then we say, okay, well, what if you're taking inversions like that and just spell that one out and continue kind of thinking about G7 and kind of work out how it relates to a G7 chord. So you can have a lot of fun with that. And then here, if you want, let's say, let's see if I can get my screen a little better here for you. But if you're saying, to yourself, well, I really want to get the 13 flat 9, right? G13 flat 9, then you can, start moving that and get some. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Yeah, I think it's fun to explore all these things and to check them out. And so we've got, Here's more like an inversion of the actual, you know, G 13 flat 9. So you can say, okay, what are the like inversions of that specific chord symbol, right? So then we just kind of move it up and, see, get the chord shape to conform to your chord symbol or a chord that, specific chord that you're thinking about. So I guess that would be kind of the flip side of it, where you're, actually trying to get a certain chord and do all the inversions, versus doing one shape and moving it and seeing what happens and what kind of different colors you get and how your ear reacts to that. All right. So another, let's see, a short that I put out. I've been putting out quite a few of these shorts, and I'm liking it. So I put out I did a little playing on the bridge of Travels. So I did a little playthrough on that on this guitar. I was originally planning to play on acoustic guitar, but it just seemed like for a quick little setup, the electric was kind of plugged in and ready to go. So I think it turned out pretty nice. I think he has done it live on electric, I think. Let me know if you've seen that before. But that's one thing that I, with the short video, with the short format video, you have only 60 seconds, and definitely kind of a slower tempo like that. You're not going to fit in the whole form of the tune. And I thought, well, the bridge is so great, and then a lot of times I think folks sort of learn the A section, or as far as what I've seen on the internet, just trying to see what other people have done with it, and I don't always hear the B section, so I thought, well, I'll just put the bridge section, and it's really a wonderful piece of music in and of itself, really. But of course, it perfectly matches the tune. But so I put that out, and so I'm trying to recall too if we if I did like a step-by-step lesson on that. I know I did some slow playthrough video, and I did a an actual just playing, and I'm not sure if I just played. I'll have to go back and listen. Let's see. So yeah, I'm just looking at Russell Malone's Wikipedia page here and stuff. Played with a lot of the heavies, him being one himself. I'm noticing Jonathan Blake on his on one of his recordings. Or one of his tours. But Jonathan Blake is really kind of cool. I was checking out, if you get a chance to check him out, he's a drummer. And it's really interesting visually because his drum set, his cymbals are real low, and he plays like kind of down here. So I find that visually kind of striking. But I was checking out some Chris Potter. I really enjoy Chris Potter's playing with Brad Mehldau and Jonathan Blake. And so I really enjoyed his kind of time feel and interaction with the band and everything. See if I can look that up here real quick. And yeah, John Patitucci. Okay, Eric says, thanks for this. Eric says he was just on with Frank Vignola too long ago, which is on not too long ago, which is on YouTube. That brings up a great point. That is a really awesome program too. The Frank Vignola, what is it called? Guitar Night or something like that. Really cool. A lot of guitarists get on there, and really fun to watch. Yeah, live regular concerts in New York. It's really awesome. All right. Yeah, we do have a little bit of a hiss in the audio, and that has been coming in from time to time, and I'm not sure if it's a kind of a electric thing. But yeah, it seems to kind of creep into things. Okay, but the guitar does sound clear. Thank you. Thank you. I think at some point, some kind of like power conditioning would be good. And the vocal too. Okay, good, good. Thank you. All right, so let's see, what else did I do this week? I've been tossing around the idea of having guitar class, online guitar class, or guitar kind of workshop, and something where we could do like a question and answer for a period of time. So I'm gonna maybe put out a survey there, but if you hear something here and are interested, drop me an email, info@jimellisguitar.com, and let me know if you're interested. And trying to also just figure out kind of what day and time would work well on that for a lot of folks. Playing around there a little bit with Peace by Horace Silver. So I put out the Misty video late last night. So yeah, so check that out if you can. Let's see. How would you approach a Bethany Sound Live? Oh, Matheny. Sorry, Matheny. Okay, Matheny Sound Live he had a relatively complicated rig. You know, I think that, and there is like a rig rundown. Probably if you look up rig rundown and Pat Metheny, I think there is a, um, I'm not sure if it's a magazine or what, but they put out some things, and they go through what he's got. It is really pretty complicated, but he also uses a few different guitars. So I know one thing about him is that I don't think he likes to have chorus in, and he doesn't like to have two signal paths coming through the same speaker, is my understanding. Please chime in if you know any different. So I think what he'll do is he'll split the signal, and then he'll modify it after it's been split. So as far as I understand, he has at least three different speakers, and so you have a completely dry, maybe center, I'm guessing, and then some a left hard pan left right that is delayed and maybe detuned as well, and then on top of maybe having a delay pedal. So if you find I would say a chorus pedal that's a stereo chorus that has a dry path and then a wet path, something like the Keeley double tracker might kind of get you there, and that, although it looks like a mono pedal, I think it has a TRS out. So that's something you could do there. But yeah, great question. That's something I'm very interested in as well. Trying to get kind of a clean sound, and so I would say, yeah, mainly a delay chorus, but just go light on the chorus, and then reverb. So and I've heard him live a few times, and you can kind of hear this, the delay come in like maybe almost like half a second or something, like 400 milliseconds after his note. So yeah, I would say fairly clean sound, but stereo with kind of delay and stuff. All right, everybody. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks so much for your conversation, Eric. Really appreciate it. Thanks for chatting, and I'll leave this up for rewatching, and if you can, check out the new Misty video, chord melody video that I just put out. So hope everybody has a great day and a great practice session. And I will see you all in the next one. All right, you're most welcome.